as well, though, by
yeah,
Secret,
so both banned out.
Not sure. I mean,
who knows? Let's see. I think my money is going to be on Secret for this game. I like the Lycan. I think they don't have the lockdown to deal with him, honestly. And you don't want to be committing your coil just for a Lycan throat.
I think it doesn't matter too much, though, if you do just drop the coil on the Lycan, especially when that's your main way of dealing with it. So we're probably going to see a Puck Night Stalker dual off lane here, and then we'll see probably dual lanes from both teams with the Doomlesh in the off lane as well.
Yep. 3 silences on the side of Newbee as well. I mean, maybe if they jump on this Lycan early enough, they can actually keep him silenced long enough so that he can't get his ult off, so maybe that's the idea.
Yeah, they could. There's not really
not easy to do, but I can certainly give it a go.
There's not really any kind of defensive capability on Secret as well to kind of help with that. That's why I like the Abaddon ban in the second phase from Newbee.
Oh wow, look at the PMA from Fata there.
So nice.
Do you reckon he just typed that out, or do you reckon he's got that on copy on paste for every game he plays?
Yeah, probably.
What a nice guy. What a sweetheart. Absolutely. Alright, let's get into this game as we see mid one down by this bottom rune. Looking to go. He's got the Quelling Blade and Stout Shield. No mangoes. Sad to see.
Yeah, we saw 4 yesterday on the on Pasture Live.
People were just
KP actually got
all the mangoes.
Yeah, KP actually got the U first as well to really abuse to get this damage out on the Lycan. I like this a lot. Really put the pressure on the lane.
Yep.
Does KP know that you can't pull the creep wave anymore?
Yeah, he's hanging around there like he's trying to, isn't he? I think he might just be getting some information on that lane, but who knows? Maybe they haven't read patch notes. Maybe that's the plan. Just pretend there aren't any patch notes and don't adjust. Yep, they're going onto this Dark Willow here, and they have the split up to follow it up. She does get off that Shadow Realm, but is it going to be enough to save her? In comes Mugi with the slow, but there comes the Blade, and it's a lot of damage onto Faith, and that is going to be a first blood going to Yapsor there.
Yeah, good Infernal Blade there by Fata. They really just, kited the Willow around. It looked like he wasn't quite going to reach in there with the Whirling Axes coming out from the Troll, but just in range for the attack.
Fortunately, it was 1 axe too few in the end to slow them down, and as you say, KP is just really like throwing on the harass onto Ace here, and is he? I think he's just abusing the fact that you don't get pulled by the creeps anymore, and just kind of stopping them blocking. That's probably it, right? He's just stopping the block.
I think they're happy to just give Ace this lane by himself. It's going to be really difficult for him, but it frees up the supports in the other lanes, and they really want to pressure this Troll early on,
so
I think.
In the mid lane, we have SCC, C, 3 C's in there. Doesn't roll off the tongue particularly well. Versus mid one and DK. So I feel like this is more or less a kind of even lane. I think DK is fine to just sit here, really. Doesn't really have the damage. There's a stun up on top lane. Ace dropping pretty low to this harass, though. As Ace is having a pretty rocky start to this game so far. Really low on health. We'll have to pop that salve very early here. And actually, Kaka's coming in for the deny, but I don't think he gets in range for it. And we'll just take a lot of harass from Yapsor in response.
Oh my! So yeah, the thing is, this lane is really difficult for Ace at the start, though. But when he starts to get levels in the Feral Impulse, where he gets some more heal up, I think he's going to be fine. I don't think they have enough damage to be able to just completely zone him out the lane when he gets to like level 3, level 5 or so. Again, in the mid lane, I think DK versus DP is just going to be a farm trade.
Bit of harass going on to Fada here, not enough to really put him under any pressure though, as he just kind of lanes up versus Mugi and Faith. So I feel like this is kind of a awkward lane for the Doom to be in. You can't really come forward with farm hicks. There's so much harass on Mugi and Faith. With the Dark Willow, her right clicks are pretty insane. The Troll, of course, he's not a guy you want to let hit you so much. So it's a pretty rough lane for a Doom, all things considered. Yeah,
I think the thing is though that Newbee are going to be able to farm in all 3 lanes. I feel like there's not really too much that Secret can do. I feel like Spirit Breaker Lesh is quite a weak support combo when they're not put together for this kill potential. They're not great zoning supports. Spirit Breaker's fine. Lesh, not a great zoning support, especially when there's like a Night Stalker Puck in the lane. They don't care about trading hits back, do they? Exactly.
They'll hit as hard as they get hit. Stun out on the top lane. Onto Kargar here as Yapsor's just trying to do his best. Got a haste screen, in fact, to harass the heroes of Newbee and make a bit more space for Ace here. But starting off on 5 CS only, and Kaka and KP doing a little bit better here with 11 and now 12 CS onto KP, so a little bit awkward here for Secret. I'm wondering if they're going to rotate anybody in to try and help out here, or whether they're just kind of let Ace get on with it.
I think they just have to hit this like mid-game like strong point that they have within their team with their 3 cores, where they're all very tanky.
True, but I'm kind of worrying now because the Doom's also not getting a whole lot from the lane, and DK is kind of trading evenly at mid, doing a little bit better now, in fact, but things are kind of going Newbee's way in this laning phase, I think.
Yeah, the problem I have is that I think Newbee come out of this laning stage stronger, and Secret are going to try and group up and push with the heroes, but I think Newbee have a really strong team fight with this Puck Dark Willows, so, and the DP as well, especially with that last pick. So it's going to be very difficult for Secret to try and fight into them where they don't have great team fight themselves.
There is a charge coming from behind the tower from Puppey here as he hits them back into mid one, but they're not really going for a kill here. Just looking for a bit of tasty harass onto SCCC.
Yeah, it's really difficult to try and kill that DP when she has the Spirit Siphon available. Especially against these really tanky strength heroes in the Spirit Breaker and DK.
Very annoying to be trying to kill someone who's constantly healing and also taking your health, which is turns many a gank bad. There's a charge coming into Kaka here, and with the damage here, Split Earth, and use that Howl as well just to get those right clicks through, and they will finish the job. Puppey getting accredited for that kill. As down in bottom lane, they're going on to Fada. Moogie trying to take down the Doom as he pops that Scorched Earth. Misses with the axes, in fact. Fada going to juke it back around. How long can he stay alive here? Going to try and go for the TP out. Moogie not going to find him, and this will be a Doom living to Doom another day.
And that's what I like to see though from the Spirit Breaker, rotate into the lane that the Lesh is in, and then suddenly they have such good kill potential with the charge into the Split Earth. It kind of puts those heroes together instead of them being separate. It gives them wonders.
Yep, another charge in onto SCCC, and with the double damage on mid one, this is going to be enough to bring down that pesky witch. And that is a big kill going the way of the DK. So all of a sudden, Puppey has really turned those lanes around.
Yeah, that's huge for them as well. She didn't even have the Spirit Siphon if it was available, so... Yapso though.
Yeah, there's a charge coming through from Puppey, and it's nighttime, so it's more just a zoning charge as Kaka goes to chase down the Spirit Breaker, and Puppey should get away here. No Void available, so just TP yourself home.
I really like the Spirit Breaker pick as well in terms of obviously the Night Stalker tries to cut out the vision of the enemy team, but Spirit Breaker can always give that with the charge, so you just follow somebody. Oh, mid one might be in trouble here.
Go with the Life Drain onto the Dragon Knight. The stun going to come through from the Cursed Crown as well, but in comes a left rank. Nice stun there on to Kaka. It's enough to save the mid laner. It is not, as mid one hits the deck. Now the charge coming through though onto Kaka will be cancelled. They don't want to go for this one without their mid laner present.
They had to throw everything there onto mid one to bring him down. Such a tanky hero, and I think he was already low health when they went on him, so wow, to really commit a lot for him there.
They sure did. So up in this top lane, Puppey kind of and Kaka just playing cat and mouse right now, as they really want to put some more pressure onto Ace.
The worry I have for Secret at the moment is that Moogie's having complete free farm in this bot lane. Nobody's touching him at all.
Yeah, this Troll Warlord really is doing very well for himself, but 3 heroes now gather at top for Secret. Do they want to make a play here? Or are they just trying to secure Ace a bit of farm?
They need to keep this Spirit Breaker and the Lesh together, like we mentioned before, because it just completely changes their laning stage. It makes them so much stronger.
Yeah, but you know, I love the way that Puppey's not showing in these lanes. Every single time he comes to a lane, he just waits in the tree lines, patiently waiting, and every second he's not showing on the map is another second spent in fear for Newbee, because they just don't know where he's going to be. They don't know where he's going to pop up.
And look at Faith in Kaka here, though, and Farta's rotating in as well. This is going to be a bloodbath.
So they need to kill this illusion so that Puppey lands on the right one. Maybe it might be enough to stun them anyway, but look at the exits. I mean, the damage coming through. Can they bring down mid one? No, they turn it around. They kill SCCC. Mid one going to go down anyway. Faith being chased down. Lightning will finish down that Dark Willow. So 3 kills happening in this middle lane. 2 heroes going down from Newbee and only 1 from Secret. But again, mid one dying in this middle lane.
Yeah, that's the exorcism committed though from SCCC, and with him going down there, that's not really how you want to be using it the first time.
That's true. But
yeah, it takes them so much to try and kill this DK that, if you don't burst him down straight away, they are going to turn around very quickly with the burst damage from the Leshrac and the charge coming in from Puppey. Yeah,
but Puppey, I mean, my god, like what a player this game so far, just turning around this laning phase. As we said before, it was going pretty badly for Newbee, but now things are starting to turn around for them as Puppey's just charging in every lane, and it doesn't feel like Newbee have the answers in this laning phase. Maybe later on we might, but right now, things are difficult.
Yeah, they know that Troll's having a good time. They don't really need to give anybody, they doesn't need any help down there. So Faith and Kaka are just wandering around together getting kills. And you see here in this top lane again, they're doing the same.
Another day, another stun, and Ace is in a lot of trouble. There's no TPs coming in here. They're just letting him go down as the Leshrac will fall.
Wow, it's such a huge kill as well. As much as you can shut down this Lycan, he's their key hero. He's like their winning objective hero this game. So they can bring him down over and over again in this laning phase. It's really going to hurt his farm coming into the mid game.
Yep, I'll charge onto Moogie, but Moogie, his charge sensors are tingling. And now they'll find him in the trees. Fata, Yapsaw also hit. Split Earth uses a lot of damage, and it is too much damage for the troll to take. He does go down, tries to take Puppey with him, but nowhere near close enough to do that.
Yeah, great rotation by Secret. They lose their like. But again, if you kill this troll, he's having such a great time this game that I think it's more important that you kill the troll at this point.
Yeah, and look at the change in the net worth there. You know, even early on in this game, it's still nice to look at that. Sometimes you just see like the troll get taken down a big peg there, showing how much the deaths are really worth in this laning phase.
Dark, they really want to just focus this down ace here in this top lane. They're just sitting on him all the time.
They're really laying on the pressure, and he's already struggling, and they just don't want him to pop back up again. Trying to knock him down and keep him down.
I hope we see the blink first from KP on this puck. Sometimes we see the veil first, which could be okay, I think, but I really want to see this mobility getting on top of the Lesh early on.
Here we go, into the trees. Ace pops the ultimate and the wolves, in fact, and just turning around, going aggressive here onto Kaka, but there is 5 heroes up here from Newbee, but they are very cautious in taking this fight, which does surprise me. But in comes Fats around the side. They've actually used the coil onto Ace. No surprises there. Put a lead on that doggy, but in they come. Puppey trying to get out the sidelines. Meanwhile, Kaka is being attacked by Ace. Can they bring him down? His ulti is off. KP is going to be the first one to drop. Everybody's generally low here. Puppey will die. Kaka staying in this fight. The Exorcism starting to do his work now as Fata limping out of this fight on the Doom, and it does look like we're only going to have 2 going down. Meanwhile, mid one doing a lot of work down here in this bottom lane to take a tower, and well, whose fight was that?
That is definitely a Secret win here with Newbee popping Exorcism. They committed 5 heroes to this top lane. And what a good rotation by Fata as well, coming around the back and dooming the puck. If you can doom that puck when the fight starts, just completely take him out. And if he doesn't drop that coil, all of a sudden there's no answer to the Lycan.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Secret, they're looking pretty strong right now as they charge up into the top lane, but will be cancelled. Could be in trouble here. I'm not sure. Fata's nearby.
And there's a
Faith is going, but no one else is here to follow up, so yeah, I think it's just a little bit of harass thrown out from the Willow.
New patch change as well. When that Cursed Crown goes off, you don't get vision anymore, so when he goes up the hill, it's a bit more scary to try and chase.
Definitely. KP just going to predictably dodge that strike there, but you know, Puppey, he wasn't going for the stun, he was just going for a bit of travel time.
He really wants
efficiency.
He really wants level 6 on Spirit Breaker as well, I think, to try and be able to just really bring people down.
Now we have mid one in the middle lane with the Invis initiation onto the Death Prophet, and with all the heroes here, the whole gang is here to take down SCCC, so another death on the Death Prophet here. What an action-packed game so far.
Yeah, I love that they've timed their rotation here with the siege creep as well, so they can look to try and push here, I think. Yeah, here we go, here's the ult from mid one.
Yep, no surprise there, just pop it straight away. Stun slightly off the mark from Yapsaw.
Good phase shift dodge though. It's all about the phase shift. It wasn't a miss, it was a dodge.
Well, clearing the tree is also really useful there as well in the mid lane, because it just gives you that extra peace of mind that no one's going to TP on your base. Kaka just hops the darkness there out of pure rage, it seems, as mid one will take down this middle tower. Another tower going to the dragon. He's just going to TP himself out of there. Is that before? Nope, they do actually get the stun off in time, and it does look like the dragon is going to go down.
That's fine though, they got the tower. I mean, it's not great that he dies, but they got the objective that they came for. They committed a lot of rotations for him, and when he's used his ult, whatever, it's fine. It's only a Dragon Knight. He's not your hero, not your winning hero.
Mid one Dragon Knight, it's more than just a Dragon Knight.
Kaka's in trouble.
In the middle lane as Kaka is going down to Puppey here with that it's not bringing him down, but the Doom onto the puck and chasing him down, and will take him down before the Terrorize lands. Kaka trying to get away, but the Lightning Bolt comes through from Yapsaw. Secret finding 2 kills there just by the skin of their teeth. My lord, that was pretty big. The Terrorize actually used by Faith as well in an attempt to save the puck, but didn't quite happen.
Yeah. This is I think Faith thought they had a ward up on this cliff from where Fata was standing before, because he felt very confident, but doesn't find anything, unfortunately.
Well, a fish and a miss. Ace and Faith just going to say hi to one another.
Yeah, with that level 6 on Faith, they really want to kind of use this bedlam, I think, as well.
Walks into a Doom, and now Puppey's here as well, and this is just textbook Dota here from Secret.
Feels like Puppey's everywhere at the moment.
It does, isn't it? He's an omnipotent Little Spirit Breaker, little Space Cow.
And on the opposite end of the scale, Mugi's 0, 1 and 0 on this troll. He just want to avoid these fights. Good split.
Oh, beautiful split up. No setup. Who needs it? There's the Infernal Blade to follow it up. It's a lot of damage from Mugi. And guess who's here? It's Puppey with the celebration charge. Not even needed in the end, but always on call.
I mean, yeah, these rotations from Secret are so on point, it feels like this game, especially Puppey and Yapsor. They, like I said, it feels like they're everywhere, and they're just reading Newbee like a book at this point.
The omnipotent Space Cow, but it looks like Newbee are looking to respond here as they find Fata in the tree line. X's and Pop, they're going hard for this one. They put down the Bramble Maze though, and there's the coil to interrupt the charge, and it still looks like a lot of damage, but is it enough to bring them down as mid one TP's in? They will take down the Doom, and looks like CCNC could be, sorry, SCCC could be in trouble. And look, they will just back out from one another.
There's so many tanky heroes in this game.
Yeah, everybody is so tanked in this game. It is very tricky to find a kill. Although you would believe there's a stun onto the Puck there with a level 1 phase shift, being the death of him.
Good fear.
Yeah, gonna send them back, but again, doesn't really achieve a whole lot.
These exorcisms just aren't achieving anything for Death Prophet, it feels like. They're really trying to force fights with it, but Secret are always just ready to defend, and it feels like Newbee just don't have the damage in these fights. They drop the coil. They're not using this coil terrorize combo that we talked about in the draft. Yeah. They're not using them together.
Yeah, they don't want to break that coil. They just kind of want to keep Secret where they are, and I'm not sure whether that's a play, but... do I get away with the CCNC thing? I mean, you know, I'm new. It's my first cast, please. Forgive.
You're acting like it.
Oh no.
It's fine, it's fine.
My own co-cast has turned on me. It's the end of the line, boys.
I mean, it's fine. The main thing is with that fight, we talked about how Ace was having a really difficult time at the start of this game, but he's had so much space in the last few minutes just avoiding these fights and getting whatever he wants. And you see how rich these two Secret supports are at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Got a lot of money in the bank, and man, Yapsor's just doing work on this. I mean, both as you have. I mean, we've praised them a lot. Maybe we should stop now, but so much. I mean, just a Space Cow being everywhere, and the Disco Pony. What a combo! Disco Pony and Space Cow sounds like a excellent show, which I would definitely watch. But Puppey going for the charge onto the TPing Faith, and does get.
I'd like to see with the next exorcism, maybe see Newbee try and sneak a Roche at some point. Would they have the troll as well? They just need to make sure like KP's splitting out some of the side lanes or something. Yeah, to make sure it's not obvious, but I think they're trying to force fights, so why not just take it around the Roche bit? You know, we'll see. The problem is if they leave Ace alone, he's just going to take a tower in return. So yeah, they don't really have ways of dealing with Secret unless they're all together.
Jumping on to the Leshrac here, but now the return with the stun. He got too confident with the double damage and with the splitter, and the ultimate from Ace, they will be able to bring him down, and now Ace just running straight down the lane, looking for more here, and KP, where is his health? Where is his health? He's actually not going to die as the Terrorize comes through, and the Bramble Maze. Nice save there by the Dark Willow.
They might just go into the Roche here as well, Secret. See. Okay, no, they just want to carry on pushing, try and forcing. They don't have the Lycan ult as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, long cooldown at level 1.
Yeah, maybe a couple more points in that Necro book might be nice before they run into that Roche pit. But Newbee with the smoke up, going to find Fata here in the middle lane, and KP jumping forwards here, but doesn't really commit to anything as Puppey just rips through everything. You've already used your phase shift, so I'm going to go free stun off on you. Doom cancel, but now committed, and they will bring down this Puck. Meanwhile, on the other end of the fight, they're trying to bring down Ace, but over on the main line, they're going to easily find this kill onto Puppey.
Whatever. But okay, I thought Newbee were going to go into Roche there. I thought that was going to be the play, where they win a fight just outside the pit.
Yeah, I would have expected, but, you know, only 23 seconds on Puppey, and there's still a lot of heroes up from the side of Secret. They want another one before they commit to the Roshan.
Ace is doing a really good job here of using the Wolves to scout as well.
Yep.
Spotting out the whole of Newbee.
TP in from Fata. That's brave. And, oh my god, just jumping onto Faith straight away.
These nukes coming out from Yapsor are doing so much damage onto Newbee. This is crazy.
Yeah, and I think the Infernal Blade is such a value pickup this game for the percentage-based damage.
Yeah, definitely. And this Doom coming out onto KP every single fight.
Yeah, just shutting that Puck down.
Really struggling. And we talked about how important he was for their draft, though, for the lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. And Secret have identified this problem, and they have eliminated it.
Yeah,
so far.
Doing a very good job. Right, so we're actually going for the Hood first. He's got a build. That's okay, so it's good versus the Lesh. But again, I'm not sure I like that too much. I'd like to see a Solar Crest on somebody, on Newbee. I might see it on the DP at some point, but Yapsor actually goes for the Aether Lens first as well.
Wow.
He knows how much his spells have been doing this game, and he's willing to just get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. The full committal build, and then the Yules queued up afterwards to break some silences, and also set up some kills perhaps.
But again, Moogie's still top of this net worth chart. You know, Newbee aren't doing that well as a whole, but Moogie's really kind of... Secret is still going to struggle to try and, you know, bring down this troll in the late game situation, I feel like. They just need to make sure they hit this timing Secret now and just try and mow down all these towers, I feel like.
Well,
here we go.
Smoke up from Secret. They will find Kaka, but they're running straight towards SCCC here.
Good charge.
No, they're actually turning back round onto the Night Stalker, and they will bring down Kaka in the end. If they shut them down enough to stop them chasing for more, I think that was enough for Secret there. They were happy with the results of their smoke.
I think they're just going to take this tier 2 now easily on Secret. They're doing a really good job of smoking and just turning the smokes into kills into objectives all in one swift movement.
Yep, smoking kills. Newbee are very much experiencing that side effect right now. As this, oh my god, that tier 2 just disappearing under the power of Ace and Yapsaw.
And that's the Necro 2 on the like, and now almost has the gold for the Necro 3. And when he gets that Necro 3 online, I think he's going to be doing whatever he wants, basically.
Look at Puppy with the solo charges. This guy's got a medallion, he's got a double damage, and he's got a dream, but he does actually cancel it.
Yeah, they saw him with the ward as well, so
yeah,
obviously he probably doesn't know that. But
yeah, the full retreat from KP just put him off.
I like that both teams are putting so much emphasis on putting vision around the Roche pit as well. Yeah, that's really important, especially Newbee.
Well, especially Newbee. I mean, yeah, look at them. I think, in fact, I'm not even sure Secret have a ward around the Roche pit.
KP's TPing in behind them to the Shrine bot.
Doesn't look like he's going to find... Oh, he will actually land the coil onto Fata in the trees there, and I think this might be the end of Doom, although, yeah, Yapsaw trying to scare them away, but it doesn't really work. Fata will go down, so nice rotation there from Newbee.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't really seen the effect of the Night Stalker this game, though. Like, we talk about the Night Stalker being really good at giving the map control and map dominance, but it feels like Secret just... You know, Puppy's doing the same, but with a... less of a vision hero, but he's doing more with it, it feels like.
Yeah, BKB now up for Moogie, though, on the way to him in the courier. Yeah. What difference does this make to the pace of the game?
I mean, the BKB's good against the Lesh and the DK stun, but I think Secret can just kite it out. I don't think they mind too much, really. They're going to be quite happy to just let the Troll BKB. We're just going to run away, unless they get a really big coil off, in which case, you know, Troll is going to be able to get all his damage out. We'll have to see. They just need to make sure they get this coil off before KP gets doomed.
Alrighty, so approaching that 20-minute mark, and we are, well, we're looking pretty good for Secret right now. I mean, 17 kills versus 8, 2k gold for Puppy and the boys. I mean, it's not super convincing, but it's definitely a good start for them. And you know, looking forward on this game, how are you expecting things to progress?
I think Newbee just need to try and take it later into the game now. I think they just need to make sure this troll gets super fat, because there's not like a really hard carry on Secret, is there?
Uh-oh, KP walks into the clutches of Fata here as he gets taken out with ease as Puppy runs in and slams into him for the final hit.
He's there again. Celebration charge.
Always ready.
Yeah,
so
I think this is really good. This Puppy's picked up a Solar Crest on the Spirit Breaker now as well, which increases their roast potential. Like,
yeah. Now they're going to get in. Let's go. I'm not sure that's quite mathematically accurate, actually.
Come on, man.
So, I feel like Newbee actually really need to contest this, but it's very, very difficult for them to do so, though they do have the Dark Willow, who is an excellent Roshan hero.
They're so reliant on the coil, this is really risky.
And now Moogie pops in the BKB and just running straight at Ace. Puppy gonna charge SCCC here, and now coming in, they have the Doom available, but they won't actually... Oh no, they don't have it available, as Ace goes down, SCCC goes down as well. Mid one in the front line is just trying to fight up, but now finds himself alone, getting coiled up, but there's so many heroes just going low here, and in comes Fata with the damage. They're actually able to take out Faith and Moogie with a single split earth. Kaka, send him back, take him down. KP, only one left alive, and there is a whole little lot which the little puck can do. And guess what? We're going to go straight back and finish what we started into the Roche Jam pit, as Secret taking a very convincing advantage here.
Yeah, this is what I mean by the BKB on troll, though. They're quite happy to just kite him around. The BKB ends are like, cool. Yeah. We're just going to kill you now.
Yeah, he ran into that Roche pit like with his BKB, trying to be like all scary, and Secret was just like, oh, alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it doesn't matter. When Ace dies, he's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, this is fine. I'm sure they would have liked to have put the... well, they don't actually have a great Aegis carry on Secret with the DK and the like, and obviously both transformation heroes.
Yeah.
Is that a technical term?
Sure. Yeah, transformation hero sounds great. That's the strat Secret have gone for this game, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think with the... I'm surprised S and Y still being picked up on these heroes. Obviously, it got a bit of a nerf, and it's still a good item, obviously, but I think they just want the movement speed, really, on the troll DK heroes like this. Hey, Lesh does have the Yules now as well to help the silence, and I think this Leshrac looks super scary now. He has these really tanky talents as well on Lesh, where he gets armor, he gets 15 strength, I think it is, at level 15.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
I think
word.
that's right. And it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant to watch, and it just makes your support very difficult to bring down, which is very big because it means that you can't just jump on the back lines as a troll warlord and be able to easily get yourself a kill onto Yapsor. But I feel like the troll's mistake this game is not going for the Battle Fury, because I feel like he could actually be very far ahead if he had gone for that build. He hasn't been fighting, so I don't know why he's chosen to go for the Sanjin Yasha and BKB over the Battle Fury. I feel like it could have just been quite a nice farming game for him, but he hasn't gone for those items. Secret didn't have to put on as much pressure because of that, and now we're at this awkward stage in the game where Secret are 5k up, and they have themselves a pretty little Aegis to go along in their display cabinet as well.
They've put an observer ward up on that cliff where Secret saw, so they're just going to go and deward that again instantly. They know they've got vision there now.
Defend the ward.
Yep.
Defend it with your life, Newbee.
So Night Stalker does have that hood up now. Probably going to look to build that pipe. I just don't see what it's going to do, honestly. You know, we could have seen a halberd maybe, but again, I don't know what this Night Stalker does. They're so single target on Newbee at the moment with the Troll, the Night Stalker. They have like some AoE damage with the Coil and the Exorcism, and they have this Willow ult as well, but we talked about tanky heroes on Secret, and they managed to bring down the Lycan in that fight, but then he just ran out of gas, and all of a sudden, they just can't bring anybody else down.
Yeah, absolutely.
This Spirit Breaker is so rich. He's so tanky.
Yeah.
He has Solar Crest and Vit Boost already. My word.
Yep, he's going to have that Spirit Vessel online very, very shortly, and that's like the 2 dream items to have on a Spirit Breaker in 24 minutes, as you say. Puppy's born out of control.
Like, these charges are doing so much work in fights as well. They're hitting like 3 people every time, it feels like. He's always just doing so much work, and they have to commit something to killing the Spirit Breaker, because if they don't, he's just going to keep doing that. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, Doom off cooldown, and Fada wants to make good use of it. In that last fight, we did actually see, so they doomed the Puck earlier on to get a solo kill onto the Puck, and then in the fight they didn't have it. They still won anyway, though, so they don't even need the Doom. So I think that makes it really scary for Newbee, because they can't even be like, oh, well, we'll just wait for them to use Doom and play around that, because it's not going to happen. Yeah,
Newbee doing a really good job of holding the high ground here and making sure they don't show in the lane. As soon as they go down there, Secret are going to charge at them. So they just want to make sure they're in a really good position here to hold the high ground and take it.
Or use Doom, throw it straight out onto the Puck, but Newbee are waiting in the wings, trying to turn this one around, and Fata very far forward, as is Puppy, but Ace coming through. The Terrorize use is going to hit onto Puppy, and look at Ace go. He just runs straight out of that fight thanks to Terrorize. Meanwhile, they can sweep up the rest of his team. Fata and Puppy go down. What a play from Newbee.
Yeah,
although the fight's not over. Coil used onto Yapsor here. They're looking for more as Mookie jumps straight in. He's got his BKB and he's not afraid to show it off as he chops down Yapsor. And he's actually on a 7 times kill streak. Wow. And that's a lot of kills on the Leshrac. But Newbee taking a very, very good fight there. Just ultimate bait with the high ground there. They knew they were going to throw that Doom onto the Puck, and they just completely baited it out. And now they're going to get a tier 1 tower at mid, and maybe a little bit more for it. The only one they didn't bring down, well, the only 2 they didn't bring down, one was with the Aegis carrier as well, so they didn't even have to bother with an Aegis that fight.
It was so... They threw the Doom out onto the Puck, but Secret just weren't in a position to be able to follow up instantly with the damage. So the Puck just kind of walked away. And all of a sudden, Doom's just stuck between about 4 heroes, and Troll's like, well, I'm just going to hit you then. This is fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure Secret predicted the whole of Newbee would waiting on that high ground for the Puck to just run to. And
it was, difficult fight. Now they have to wait for the Doom again, I think, before they can commit. Oh, there is a charge, though.
Yeah, going on to KP is just going to blink and orb himself away.
Yeah, super mobile against these heroes like Spirit Breaker and things. Just can always dodge that charge. Obviously, if you have the phase shift available, if you can see the Spirit Breaker coming. Might see a Shadow Blade on Spirit Breaker at some point in this game to try and deal with that. Yeah, so that's an invis route here. There is mid one here as well.
Not even needing the setup for the stunner though. Yeah, mid one's waiting, but do they have the ward for this? I'm not even sure. They're actually going to Yules, and then they don't quite time it right. Unfortunately, now the return, the Coil is out, and Puppy, he's in a horrible position as the Fear with the Coil. They take down 1, they take down 2. Puppy and Yapsor dead. Ace, he's just trying to do anything this fight, but the Curse Crown is on him, so that stun is going to come off. Meanwhile, mid one fighting it off, but it is going to be Ace who their focus is, and they will bring him down. That last axe coming through, and Fata mid one, they just cut their losses and get out of there. As Newbee taking another very convincing fight over Secret, and I feel like that was just a little bit too much overconfidence from the supports there. You know, they really wanted to get that kill onto Newbee, and when he started running away, they should have just been like, okay, like they know or they said something's wrong, let's just get out. But they didn't. They kept on committing. They used the Eul's. If they had landed the stun with the Spirit Breaker, maybe they would have got the kill. I still don't think they would. Not with the heroes who were there from Newbee.
Yeah, the problem with that fight is as well that SCCC didn't use Exorcism, so if they want to try and carry on going for objectives here, they have it available, and it's really difficult for Secret to try and fight now.
Battle Trance and Exorcism. Oh boy.
There is an Aeon disc now on the Death Prophet as well, if you saw that pop up on the side of the screen, so can't burst him down now instantly with the Spirit Breaker and the Lesh. That Aeon disc is super good.
Yeah, it's really nice. One thing with the Lesh in the game is that you do find the Aeon disc being popped if you're too close to the fight, or even just with the lightnings jumping around. You do find it being popped like regardless of whether you're being focused or not. And also with the DK, the AoE damage from him as well might cause issues, but yeah, it's still a really good pickup. It's just something to look out for. And something the Death Prophet will definitely have to play around.
Yeah, it's got to the point of the game where Mugi's an absolute monster now on this troll. They're really struggling to deal with him, and as soon as he gets on top of you, they have no way of getting him off, it feels like. Yeah, Fata waiting. I mean, I think he's got the Doom available. And SCC is going to go take a target to use it on. They jump straight away, and then comes a split up immediately onto Kaka. They're full committing to this fight as SCCC running away from Ace. Now the Yule's up onto him as well. The Terrorize will be to follow up, but doesn't quite catch the doggy. Meanwhile, Mugi just trying to do his best in this fight, but he gets stunned up by Puppey. Not able to find any more targets. Yeah, he's BKB's run out there. It's very awkward trying to get away. Meanwhile, the two stuns on to the Dark Willow will be able to take him down. Now SCC also going down as well. What a fight. Trying to gig his way through the tree line. He needs to get out here and will find the TP. Did that get interrupted? No, he managed to get away. KP on the Great Escape. Luckily, he is a puck, so getting away is the name of the game, but Secret finally managed to take a fight. So after two big losses, they get one back, and that was a big doom. So pro tip, don't doom the puck. Doom the Death Prophet. That's what we've learned today, kids. Yeah, it's got to the point now where the puck doesn't really do too much. Obviously, this Coil Terrorize is annoying, but they have their BKBs, and the puck gets the axe online. Oh my word! It's a lot of damage. The Night Stalker just got a gem. Kaka, and this is really bad gem pickup if he dies right now outside zone base. But KP very quick to pick that one up. So Kaka does go down, but they don't lose their gem. Yeah, just as well, really, because if they'd have picked that up and lost it straight away, they would have been very annoyed at themselves. Yes, absolutely. And you know, this it has been the Doom just being able to get a free. I mean, should the Doom really be able to pick his Doom targets this easily? Yeah, he's just sitting there with a Shadow Blade and kind of going, "Ooh, which one do I want?" It's like me at the sandwich counter, you know. I was going to say, when they went to that top fight, I was going to say, yeah, this is why you need sentries when you push. And then I saw that Kaka just picked up the gem instantly as soon as I thought that. And learn from your mistakes. Yeah, that only happens once in a game, it feels like. Well, it's happened a couple of times to Newbee this game. It's taken them one or two dooms for them to learn this one. But it seems like they're in control of the situation now. So, middle lane, just you can down some creeps and get some farm up. What items are we close to? I mean, the Puck's going for the Lincolns next. That's going to be actually pretty huge just to stop those silences, or the stuns coming out onto her. The stops are yours as well, which is really nice. We talked about the main way of dealing with the Puck being the DK stun. Obviously, if you get the Lincolns on the Puck, that completely nullifies that initiation onto the Puck. Obviously, really good against the Doom as well. So if you want to Doom the Puck, you have to maybe throw out a Halberd or something if he's going to go for that first. Obviously, Halberd's a decent pickup against the Troll as well. Yep, well, Ace popping the ulti. They want to go here as they're running down the middle lane. They're thinking about it. Fata can't quite get off this Doom. And this is one awkward fight as Ace is just running around at full speed on the backlines of his own team. So, yeah, bot lane is pushing in though for Secret as well. So that's going to have to be dealt with at some point by Newbee. But yeah, but good patience from the Lycan. You know, popping that ulti and then not immediately running in because you're like, I've used my ulti, let's go. Yeah, force the fight. Considering it first. Not many people in my games do that. Does anybody in your game still pick Lycan? I'm sure that hero's been dead in pubs for a while now. True. We have the Helm of the Dominator ring where there's that guy who posted to Reddit about the Helm of the Dominator strat, and then everybody did it, and since then things have gone quiet, thank God. Newbie smoking up now, they really want to try and find something, and they ping out where they think they are, but it's very difficult to walk up to that high ground without vision and just try and take a fight. Yeah, I think Secret are here we go. They're also going to smoke up as well, so some smoke on smoke action. Especially with Roche respawning really soon, it's This is a big fight here, I
Ooh,
feel.
an Invis rune. Could this make all the difference? Yes, it will, as Faith actually gets his smoke reveal, but he is invisible and jumping up. Oh, they try and smoke again, but now the stun is out, and who's actually dropping here? As the BKB's a pop. SCCC gonna go straight onto Puppey and take him down. Meanwhile, Mid One just throwing the damage down onto the low ground, but also being chased down himself, trying to get away, and will be successful in doing so. But now into the clear, taking his team with Doom, but who was it on? He actually saved it, and now he uses it onto the Night Stalker, but he himself is getting nuked down. SCCC chasing down Mid One, but will be stunned up himself. Meanwhile, this Exorcism is just going to work with the Bedlam. It's enough to bring down the DK. Leshrak finding himself in a whole world of hurt right now, as Yamstor's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he will just fall to SCCC. But Ace is doing the work down in the bottom lane and takes himself a full set of racks. I think that fight was worth it for Secret, don't you?
Do you remember when I said bot lane's pushing in for Secret and Newbee might need to deal with that? They didn't deal with it, Nomad.
Well, they will certainly clean up the mess afterwards, as they just yules upon yules onto this poor little Ace, and now his ulti runs out, and he will go down, but do what you must, I have already won. Yeah,
that is the Roche spawning now, though, so I think Newbee are going to go and waltz over to the pit here and try and pick that one up for themselves. And then when they get this Roche on the troll, ooh,
I think they're gonna.
It's gonna be very difficult.
Tricky, and they're gonna be mad about their lost rack. So it's roast steaks for dinner for Moogie as he runs into that pit, and no response really gonna come out from Secret, as they've still got a long time to wait for 2 of their calls to be online.
Oh my god, the main point of that fight was that the Willow survived. Because they started to try and the DK went in and stunned the Willow, but they didn't have a follow-up damage, so she just shadow realms, stays alive, and gets all her spells off, and all of a sudden that utility is massive, and they get the cheese on the DP as well, which is just as huge as the Aegis.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at this lineup from Secret, you've got to ask yourself, where is the damage coming from? I mean, you've got a 4th position Leshrak who does a bit, but at the same time he's a 4th position. There's only so much he can do. You've got the Doom, which takes people down. You've got Dragon Knight who can hit people, but it's so slow. There's none of that blow you up immediately potential. I mean, I guess if the Lycan gets in there with all of his creeps, that's just not happening. Like, Newbee aren't letting that happen right now. Yeah. And wow, what a rollercoaster games we saw from that XP graph, going up and down and up and down and up and down. It's anybody's game right now. Yeah, there's no sustained damage coming out from Secret in terms of physical damage, so it's really difficult for them to bring down this DP in the troll now at this point. There was a Ags on Puck just picked up there. I assume he's gone for that instead of the Lincolns. I really like that. Yeah, it forces the Doom to use his ult on you now, because if you get that Dream Coil off before they BKB and then you follow it up, if you can get the Terrorize off as well, obviously it's amazing, but that Ags coil onto the Lycan just completely stops him from doing whatever he wants. Lycan's one of those heroes that really relies on mobility to do his damage in the fight. So. Yeah, you're completely right. Newbee.
Oh, the Sheev is on the
DP on the middle lane. They're gonna find Yapsor here, and Yapsor, he doesn't really have a decent way out of this fight. He will use himself up, save himself from the Bedlam damage, but I think he goes down all the same. Faster just jumping in, gonna doom up SCCC here, but Moogie coming in, trying to deal with damage to Puppey, but gets the stun up onto Moogie. Now the Terrorize is gonna come off, but Faster is BKB'd. Only gonna land on Puppey, but Ace trying to deal with damage to Kaka here. Can he take down this Night Stalker? The stun is out, the Dragon Tail, and then the crit comes through, and they will take him down. Moogie, though, getting very low on the front lines. I'm not sure he's gonna survive this, but he does have that Aegis. KB up onto the high ground, trying to finish off Fata here, but he does have that invis. Oh, dodges the wow, nice dodge from KB down to the Infernal Blade, and it allows him to get that kill. Now going for more as well. What do they have to slow him down, though? What do they have to slow him down? Puppey just trying to be bait here. His Mid One is waiting. The charge onto SCCC, but there's the Yules available. Moogie waiting, baiting, running away.
I think that's an Orchid on Mid One as well that they just used to kill the Puck there. That's a big pickup for them. They're looking for more here.
He's got it now.
Puppey's chasing.
Wow, Puppey not even caring. And look at that Spirit Vessel on the return of the Ghosts. Not going to heal SCCC up to full, but I think, does Puppey get this? I mean, he's not giving up. Dude's ambitious.
He's charging.
There you go. Another Spirit Vessel, another charge, but will be used up straight away. In comes Moogie. And there's a charge, actually the ultimate use onto Moogie here. This is very aggressive from Puppey, but the rest of his team are here. Puppey gets cleaned up and they won't find a return kill. So, yeah, Puppey, he had the red mist descend on him there, I think.
He was playing Mario there, where you can only go forwards instead of backwards.
Okay.
So yeah, once you commit, you just have to carry on going.
That's got to go.
That's the way to
commitment. Absolutely.
Yeah, and there is this gem on the DK now that they took off a Night Stalker, so that's really huge for them. Try and get some sort of map control back into the game. Stop Newbee from just taking over. Yep. I love this Orchid pickup though from Mid One against the Puck. They really need some sort of lockdown to bring him down. It means they don't have to doom the Puck if they can silence him up instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
You really want to use that Doom on SCCC if you can.
So, even more of a reason now for Puck to pick up that Lincolns, though.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll pick it up next for sure. I'm sure he's really annoyed at being doomed and silenced all the time. That's his main way of dying. So,
well, Troll, he's managed to get himself an MKB, Sanjanyasha, and BKB. Going for a nullifier next. MKB versus this team. Where's the evasion on?
It's well, you see, MKB does damage now instead of attack speed.
True.
So all of a sudden, MKB on Troll is amazing.
Yeah, that's true. We can get those bashes in, and okay.
Oh yeah, I really like it now. It's good item on Trolls. It's not very good on heroes like OD anymore, obviously, because you don't have the attack speed, it's damage instead. And obviously on OD, your damage comes from the orb. But heroes like Troll, they're going to love this item.
Yeah, absolutely. So, mid one in the middle lane will get jumped on by KP as Moogie follows up with the right clicks and just using that ultimate to try and bring down mid one won't be successful. Meanwhile, Puppy in the middle of the fight getting stunned up, and there comes a Terrorize, not really going to land, only onto one. Meanwhile, the Doom is out onto SCCC trying to get away from this, but the Exorcism is already popping, doing his work. Karka caught in the middle, will be taken out. Fat with the double kill, chasing down SCCC here with all these little creeps. Army just going for it while Space gets taken out in the backline. Can they bring down? Look at that Curse Crown, stunning up everybody, but then in comes the Infernal Blade, follow up with a splitter, and all of a sudden SCCC in a lot of trouble. Not going to use that cheese there. I guess, you save your cheese.
And this is really bad now.
Wow, what a fight from Secret there, taking down 4 heroes.
Oh, look at that charge speed. He's going to the bottom lane.
Zooming down to that bottom lane. Look at him go. And
they're gonna be forcing buybacks here, though.
Yeah, already the Death Prophet will get back into this game, but no Exorcism available.
Yeah, 90 seconds with no Exorcism. How do they stop this push? And this is what we talked about in the draft. They lose one fight, and all of a sudden the game looks really difficult for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with the heroes they fall back on, I mean, 10 seconds to Dark Willow's up, but I don't think that's enough. I think Secret would have done their job by then.
Yeah, they just need to be careful.
They're going to back out, but there's the coil. Nicely done onto 2. They don't want to break this. Well, Ace does. In we go with Puppy. Now using an ultimate onto Moogie here. If they kill him, this is absolutely huge. Can they bring down the Troll Warlord? Do they have the damaging pulse of BKB? He's trying to run away. Will be successful in escaping from this. Meanwhile, Ace is in a bit of trouble here. Curse Crown goes off. There's a Bedlam. It's a lot of damage, and it is enough to bring down the doggy. Meanwhile, CCC on the front lines. Moogie actually drops though. All the creeps come round the back and kill him off. Mid one jumping straight on. It's a lot of damage onto the puck. It is enough to bring him down. Yapsel with the stun, throwing mid one up into the air. But there are 2 heroes dead on the side of Newbee. Now KP didn't buy back, and look at that charge, flying straight back in here. Faster jumping straight up onto the high ground. He's got the Sheevers, will not be caught by the Terrorize as a mid one jumps onto the back lines as well. Now the buybacks are coming through. Actually, Ace buying back and Troll Warlord as well. Moogie is back into this fight. The stun is out onto SCCC. Now comes the orb as KP getting back to his team, but it's a lot of damage. Another Bedlam, another kill as mid one goes down, nearly takes down the Willow with him. Does he actually drop? He does drop to the silence. Now Puppy.
Here comes the Dogman to help the Moo Cow. It's a zoo in the middle.
Just what's going on. Puppy very low, but will be okay in the end as the rest of the team show up to protect their captain.
Yeah, I mean,
loyal subjugates.
They did buyback on Ace and Yapsel here, so I'm sure they want to carry on pushing. But they know the Troll doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 40 seconds still, and they really want to get this mid racks. 2 sets of racks is much harder to defend for Newbee than 1 set of racks. It doesn't feel like it should be much more, but it's really difficult to defend 2 sets.
Yep, and look at that with the Necro and the Creeps and 2 catapults as well. What's happening to your racks? Well, they are no longer here. They're in jump the park, and the stun's out, and all of those creeps coming in. The yours is there. Terrorized, just going to land onto the Lesh, and now Puppy could be in trouble actually as he's caught by the Brown Maze and will be taken out. Now the Bedlam doing a lot of damage. Fatal will be taken down as well, and Death Prophet is absolutely fine with getting doomed there. So losing 3 heroes for a barracks, I mean, yeah, sorry, 2 heroes for the barracks. DK died earlier. They
did commit Exorcism as well to defend their base, which means they're not going to have it for the push here.
Yeah, that's going to be going down quite shortly, but well, I mean, Dark Widow, I think it's a valuable pickup this game. Those Bedlams have been pretty instrumental in getting them a couple of kills here whilst defending, but...
And they do get the gem back on the Night Stalker as well, and SCCC hits the level 25 now, so he gets the Exorcism, grants haste. So that sounds going to be really useful in terms of kiting around these fights. I like this a lot.
And there goes your tier 2. Puppy going to buy back. Mid 1 respawns. Fatter holding on to his. He doesn't have Doom, so it's not really a very attractive prospect to buy back on a Doom without his signature spell.
If they can just hold their buybacks at this point, this will be huge for Secret. because they know that the Troll and the DP don't have one, so it means that they just need to win one fight now where the Troll and the DP die, then all of a sudden Newbee are in serious trouble.
Yeah, well, the tier 1 taken. I'm not sure how there's a tier 1 still a bit up at 42 minutes into the game, but...
Yeah, it was the lane with the Troll in it at the beginning as well. So
yeah, many questions, but, you know.
Doesn't matter, it's fine. It's all fine.
So, let's take this.
Can we just talk about this charge, by the way? How much it's doing in these fights? Now he gets the speed as well.
Yeah. I felt like Puppey he had a slump in the middle of the game where he kind of wasn't able to do, but now he's got this charge speed. He's making it work so well for him and just flying fights and basically acting like a little cannonball, just ripping through the side of Newbee.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job of kiting the Troll around while he's BKB. They're using the Nether Strike on the Spirit Breaker. They've got this charge coming through before he gets his BKB off. There's so much that they're doing to stop him from getting his damage off.
Yeah, absolutely. So, taking a step back, I mean, Newbee, right, what position are they in? They've lost 2 of their barracks. I mean,
a bad one.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, they've brought back a lot, and all of a sudden, this game is looking very, very tricky for them to pull back. So, how long does this game have to go on for before Newbee have a chance of winning?
I think they just need to make sure they get their buybacks first. The main problem for them at the moment is if they lose a fight within the next few minutes, or they don't have buyback on the DP and the Troll. Another 3.5 minutes for both of those. So we'll have to see if they can hold out till then. I think Secret are probably going to try and force it soon when they have the Doom and everything available.
Look at that! Look at that net worth graph, just jumping up and down as Secret take a team fight, then Newbee take a team fight, then Newbee take a team fight, then Secret take a barracks, and then...
Crazy. It's been really up and down this game. I'm sure that win probability is not very fair on Newbee.
Yeah, it's a little harsh, but you know, apparently it's been 100% most of the game. So Puppey, look at him go. He's like Sonic, but not a hedgehog. Sonic the cow.
Gotta go fast. Let's go. So here we go. It looks like there's going to be something brewing here. Both teams really want to try and hold. Again, we see Newbee are doing what we saw before, where they just hold the high ground here and make sure they don't get picked off from a really silly position. They have good vision around from the ward around the Roche pit too. Yeah, they're so scared to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's a very awkward situation. Newbee just don't want to leave their high ground.
Why would they?
Well, Karka's going to get a bit of scouting done. I mean, they do have the nighttime vision, so they have that advantage. Who is it? Yeah, Night Stalker's still got the gem as well, so at least they know where the site is and they can play carefully. But look at Puppey, so aggressive, always looking for something.
Yeah, 2.7k HP, almost has the BKB online as well, and then he's going to be really difficult to deal with.
It's quite funny seeing the Night Stalker walk so cautiously around the map at the night time just because there's Puppey. Just because he doesn't want to get charged.
And yeah, and this Roche is huge if they can stop the Troll getting this Aegis.
Yeah,
they see Farter in the mid lane.
And they're going to go onto the Doom here, just pops his BKB, and he's more than happy for this to happen because he knows that he's making space for his team to finish off that Roshan. So even if he goes down here, if they can finish off this Roche, then it's worth it. But will they? It's getting low. There's a Terrorizer that's going to come through in time. It's not quite going to be that low. The refresher sharp. Nope, never mind. Mid one picks it all up.
Oh, good charge though.
A very fat Dragon Knight now. Swamps the cheats into his infantry, so we'll have that available. But it's a lot of damage onto Newbee. They will be able to take him down. No buyback for him available. Meanwhile, Death probably just going to run out of this fight with that haste, but Doom is up onto the puck, and now with the damage to follow up, they will bring him down. So it's just Karka left.
Yeah, Troll doesn't have buyback until he revives.
It looks like Karka's going to be okay.
Which is very difficult.
3 heroes survive from Newbee, but my word, what an impossible defense for them now. I think Secret can end it.
Yeah, I think they can as well. They get the refresh shot on the
forwards onto the Night Stalkers. The rest of the team are here to back them up. Beautiful Terrorize, going to land onto 4 heroes. In comes Yapsor to bolster his team, but the damage out onto mid one. They will bring him down, but he's got the Aegis and the cheats available. Karka gets taken down by the Shivas, will buy back and get back into this fight. SCCNC, but meanwhile Ace is just getting to work on the buildings. He is not interested in heroes. He is only interested in these buildings and trying to win the game for his team. Whilst the team makes space for him, Puppey will just pick up that random gem, which is left by the corpse of Karka. But good game is called as Secret get to work on the gym. Wow,
what a great first game.
First game. That was up and down. That was all over the place. And in the end, it was Secret. I mean, credit to Secret in the end there. You know, it was up and down for them, like we said. But at the end of the day, it never fell into Newbee's half. They were always in control. You know.